Mike Waite, Pacbrake. Here we are. We're going to do video 3. What's video 3 going to cover off on?
Video 3 is our semi-truck horns. So that'll be 2 horns that puts out 125 decibels measured at 20 feet away. It's going to be pretty loud.
Ouch. I'm getting a headache thinking about it. All right, let's get at it. All right, Mike, so we've got the double air horns started. Now, that's not the angle they're staying at. We're going to put them up proper, but we're just getting through the channeling of the frame here, I guess is what we're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, we got some carriage bolts on these, taped in for convenience. And just slide them in.
Okay, that took a little bit of jerry rigging, but we got a plate on the inside of the frame channel using carriage bolt plate and carriage bolts. And you can see we got 2 of them there. And next is to plumb it.
So here we're going to bolt on the solenoid that controls the semi-horn. So through a hole in the frame with our carriage bolt and a backing plate. Come on. So for all our connections, we have this nylon airline, 1/4 inch. And then for actually connecting it to stuff, we have our fancy push-to-connect connectors. These are SAE rated. It's the exact same kind of connector you would use on a semi-truck for their air systems. So to install it, you thread it into one of these fittings, or on here, something like this is 1/8 NPT, for example. And you take your airline with a nice flat cut. You got to make sure of that, and it comes with a cutter to do that. You put it in, and then you'll feel like 1 and a second little thunk. To release it, you push this back, and then it pops right out. And that's an airtight seal. It's kind of like those shark bite connectors you can get for plumbing. So here we have our dual horn. The installation of this is relatively simple. You attach it somewhere on the frame of the truck where it's not going to get hit or full of water or something. And then you run its airline up to its solenoid. Its solenoid input is attached to the air tank itself, so it has pressure. And then our wiring goes to a negative on one side, and then your switched power on the other one, so you can turn it on and off. So the next set of wiring we have is our dual semi-horn, and the power wire runs up here to this terminal block, which is attached to the upfitter switches in the cab.
And that wraps up the installation of Pacbrake's dual semi-truck air horn system on Fenrir. This is the 3rd video in our 4-part installation series. Up next is the final video, where Mike installs triple train horns on Fenrir and brings the entire onboard air system together. We hope you've been enjoying this series and finding it helpful. If you're considering air horns, air springs, or a complete onboard air solution, be sure to visit www.pacbrake.com to explore their full lineup. Their products are built for performance, reliability, and real-world use. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.